This is Jeremiah Moore, and from my studio here, I'm going to show a couple things I've been doing with EdiMarker 3, which has a new feature which allows you to import wave markers. So just show off, these are some files that I straight out of my field recorder that are of a sound effects session. And I load them up in SoundMiner. I do this thing sometimes where when I record something, I quickly want to remember where some stuff is within the file. This is a sound effect session of some drill sounds. So super cool. And there's a bad bump here. Ooh, hate that.
Or different.
Okay, there's talking. Okay, I'm going to make a quick note here. Create marker. Start again. Okay, cool. So I will just sometimes kind of go in and make, oh, here's my long rev, right? Yeah. Long rev. Cool. Oops. It didn't like it. It didn't go. Remove. Create marker. Long rev. Okay. And if you're not familiar with the wave markers, they also appear in software like Twisted Wave, and they can be written and read by other stuff like Reaper or like Adobe Audition. So this is kind of how they show up in another piece of software. At any rate, and of course Pro Tools now has track markers, which is great, but it doesn't read these things out of WAV files. But check out what we can do. EdiMarker, drop it. See how these are showing up? Boom. Export PTX. Okay. Now I have a Pro Tools session here. Open. And there it is. And I had a pref set to, you can have it load at the head of the session. I'm using time of day time code here. So this is actually showing up at the time code that it was recorded. Sometimes find that very useful. Just depends on the situation. But, and there's all our markers loaded. Boom. And so this is lovely. And if you, what I like to do is just, I can make some quick notes on a field recording and have them available in Pro Tools as I start my editorial on that material. Okay, second use case. I got an ADR session the other day. It was in 44.1. Don't know why, but I'm going to throw that away because I'm going to recreate it. This is the file, and you can see there's wave markers in it, but it is at 44.1. And I decided I was going to bring this into my existing edit session. So let me just open that up. And markers. So here we are. And I'm going to put that just at the 2-hour mark, just so I kind of have it somewhere on the timeline I can work with it. Let's grab the file. Dragging it in, it's going to convert because it's at a different sample rate. So that'll take a sec. And there it is. Cool. And I'd like to get those markers just right here, and I'd like to get them on the track. So let's see how we can do that. Drag the file into EdiMarker. Oh, let's clear that out first. Drag the file into EdiMarker. And I have this pref checked over here, add marker at start and end of wave. That's a useful thing for this. So drag it in. No, really. And we get a marker for start and end, and that's going to be really useful in a second here. Import. Or export PT. Okay, cool. So rather than open this Pro Tools session this time, I'm going to just drag it into my ADR session over here. And it's gonna, we can import those markers into a folder. I'm gonna ignore the tracks because we already have it loaded. Okay, so the marker's loaded and they're in the wrong place, but there's a start and end marker. So I can cut, move over to my file, paste. Now the markers are right there on the track. So awesome. Nice going, Mark. Thanks for the feature.